Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? As they start trickling in from the march, I got word that there was over 15,000 people at the Capitol. Did y'all feel it? My name is Pooja Sethi. I am your MC today. Can we thank Constable Stacy Suits and George Morales for being here? And I'm honored to stand here today, not just as your MC, not just as a candidate or an attorney, but as a mother, a wife, and as a defender of democracy who knows our country can do better. Just the other day, I had to sit my son down, who's 12 years old, and explain to him that he's a United States citizen in case someone pulls him over and asks him on the side of the road. The same goes for me and my husband. I said, kid, if anyone asks you, you are a United States citizen, as is your father, as are you. Because children are being taken in our country, families are being targeted, and parents like me are now afraid that we can become the next newspaper headline. No child should ever have to ask if they're safe in the country of their birth. No parent should ever have to reassure their child that they won't be taken in the night. And here's the truth. We don't live under a crown. We live under a constitution. And in America, we have no kings. We have voices. We have power. And we are not afraid to use it. But the current president, he's not acting like a president. He's acting like a king. Attacking the First Amendment, trying to silence the press, telling us who gets to speak and who doesn't, punishing critics and going after anyone who tells the truth. That's not leadership, that's fear of the people. But we don't bow to kings in this country. We vote them out. So today, we speak. We stand side by side. We raise our voices loud, clear, and strong because that's how change begins. And we do it the right way, with peace, with power, and with unity. Because our voices are the most powerful thing we have, and we will not be silenced. So say it with me. In America, we have no kings. In America, we have no kings. Thank you. Stephanie Fix is our first musician. Let's give her a loud round of applause.
I prepared something to say to you all, since my song is only 2 minutes. I'm a singer, not a speaker, but we are here today because we love America. We are here to defend the Constitution. We are here for freedom, we are here for justice, and we are here for peace. When we say peace, we don't mean let's all sing Kumbaya. We mean the peace to speak freely without fear. The peace that all children on our shores, regardless of origin, feel safe, can get to a doctor, and be fed. Safe from masked men kidnapping them and pointing guns at them. Safe from being ripped from their parents' arms or watching their parents being smashed to the pavement. Safe from flashbang grenades and tear gas being deployed in their neighborhoods. Peace is to live and to work and to struggle without fear of government retribution or government-sanctioned violence. Our ancestors fought fascism overseas alongside our European allies. Not only because it was the right thing to do, but because they wanted to ensure that fascism never breached our shores. Fascism is not some socioeconomic construct with nuanced implications. There is no gray zone. There is no middle ground. You are either for fascism or you are against fascism. These are your choices. Well, the wolf is at the door. Fascism is knocking. It did not come here from other shores. It has come from within. And in that all-American and I can't understand what he's saying. Thank you. And in that all-American, almighty, patriotic tradition, we are here to meet it and defeat it. This is our legacy. This is the country we will one day give to our children. All great American patriots are and always have been boldly and righteously anti-fascist. Stand and deliver, that's why we're here. Stand and deliver, let me be clear. We're not afraid, we won't back down. This is our country, these are our towns. Rip off the mask, we're calling your bluff. You don't look nothing like the right stuff. Stand and deliver, hoist the flag. Stand and deliver, damn right we're mad. You got no claim on freedom or truth. You twist and turn every word that you use. Rip off the mask, we're calling your bluff. You don't look nothing like the right stuff. Maybe you'll win, I bet you won't. Liars and traitors tend to fold. There's no honor among thieves. You drink the poison, you own the deed. Stand and deliver, that's why we're here. Stand and deliver, let us be clear. We're not afraid, we won't back down. This is our country, these are our towns. Rip off the mask, we're calling your bluff. You don't look nothing like the right stuff. You don't look nothing like the right stuff. You don't look nothing like the right stuff. Stay safe, stay strong, keep the faith, and vote, vote, vote.
Give her a round of applause. There's room in front if people in the back can't hear and want to come up. Next we have Trustee Julia Niche to do the Declaration of Independence. Who remembers that? Give it up for Julia Niche!
Check, check. It's actually World War II dress. Victory rolls, red lipstick, not 1950s. Fight the fascists. Y'all pay attention to this and see if any of it sounds familiar. When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them to another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which compel them to that separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and institute new government. Laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its power in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms for which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and institute new government. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present king is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. He has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has refused to pass laws for the accommodation of people unless those people would relinquish the right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable only to tyrants. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly. He has refused for a long time after such dissolutions to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative powers, incapable of annihilation, have returned to the people at large for their exercise, the state remaining in the meantime exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without and convulsions within. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws of naturalizations of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither, and raising conditions of new appropriations of land. He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for judiciary powers. He has made judges dependent upon his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amount and payment of their salaries. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without the consent of our legislatures. He has rendered the military independent of and superior to the civil power. He has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws. For quartering large bodies of armed troops among us. For protecting them by mock trial from punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states. For cutting off our trade to all parts of the world. For imposing taxes on us without our consent. For depriving us of trial by jury. For taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our government. He has abdicated government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coast, burnt our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. He is, at this time, transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the works of death, desolation, and tyranny, already begun in circumstances of cruelty and perfidy, scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous of ages, and totally unworthy of the head of a civilized nation. He has constrained our fellow citizens to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands. He has excited domestic insurrection amongst us. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attention to our brethren. We have warned them of the attempts of their legislatures to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of our circumstances in immigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity. We have conjured them by the ties of our common good to disavow these usurpations. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation. We, the representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states. And for support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Fuck fascism!
Say it with me. In America, we have no kings. We have no kings. Next, we have to talk to us about immigration, Sylvia Revelis and Kate Lincoln Goldfinch.
We're here today asking you to dialogue and to share these law enforcement Know Your Rights cards with the city, the county, state, and federal law enforcement in Austin and statewide. Nod your head. We have been testing them through a beta for the last 2 months through the churches, and we have had great results. Let me tell you what we found out. You will be surprised. They have been well received by APD. When I tested at an event, by the time I went around to the other side of El Grito, I was shocked to find out that APD officers had shared these Know Your Right cards with other officers. They have been forced into this compromised situation. They took an oath to the Constitution. They want to honor that oath to the greater good. We have 150,000 law enforcement in Texas police. We have 2,000 in Austin alone. We also found out they are so stressed that we're seeing an increase in suicide. So we have added a mental health hotline where in privacy they can access this. We've added a legal hotline so they can access legal services. They need our support. We are 31 million strong in Texas. We have a common cause. We have amazing leadership in Austin with Lisa Davis. She stood up to Greg Abbott. Now, Sheriff Hernandez is in a very difficult situation because Abbott pushed for an alliance with ICE. And our 1,200 county law enforcement sheriffs will need our support. Lastly, we have great leadership with our Texas Air and Military Texas National Guard. We know they are waiting at Camp Mayberry, and because of their great leadership, they stood up to Greg Abbott, and they said it is not their role to be here today. Woo! Share these cards. You thank them. We are strong. We will support the Constitution. Lastly, I want to remind you that Greg Abbott swore to the Constitution 3 different times. He served as our Attorney General. He has served as our governor. He swore an oath to our Constitution. So we, the people of Texas, need to remind our unhinged governor to obey the Constitution. We have had the support of Judge Perry. We have had even the support of his good buddy, Governor of Oklahoma Stitts, who currently is the president of the Governors Association of the nation right now. And he called Governor Abbott out. So let's call Governor Abbott out. Okay, thank you.
Buenas tardes, amigos. Soy la abogada Katie y nosotros estamos aquí para nuestros hermanos y hermanas inmigrantes. I'm Kate Lincoln Goldfinch. I've been an immigration lawyer in Texas for almost 20 years, and I'm here to tell you something that you already know. ICE is out of control. This week, ProPublica published a report that showed us that since January, 170 U.S. citizens have been detained by ICE in the United States of America. Of that amount, 50 people were held on suspicion of citizenship, and every single one of those people was Latino. 20 were children. 2 of those children had cancer. 3 of those people were pregnant women. ICE is out of control. And just this month, the Supreme Court, in a case called Vasquez-Perdomo, told ICE that it can use racial profiling when it decides who to detain. That ICE can use something like someone's race, their language, their accent, or even where they work when they decide whether they have reasonable suspicion to arrest that person and put their knees on their neck, kick them, drag them, shoot them, detain them for hours or even days. The Supreme Court is out of control, and Congress passed the big ugly bill that provided $45 billion in funding to detain immigrants. The state of Texas is out of control. You may not know that when an immigrant parent who who gets detained, gets deported, sometimes the state fights to keep that person's child in foster care. All of these entities are out of control. We're here today to take back control. All of these organizations that you see around the perimeter are doing really important work in very important ways. Please take the time to go visit them. I will highlight in the back corner back there, El Bus Sin Fronteras. We have red Know Your Rights cards. We have 20,000 of them for free. We have safety planning packets for people to protect their children. So, adelante, y'all, animo! Give her a round of applause! Next we have Robert Ozen, but before that, can everyone say hi to a very special Texas State Senator, Senator Eckhart? We love you, Senator Eckhart. Can we all say that? We love you, Senator Eckhart. Thank you for fighting Dan Patrick. Now give a big round of applause to Robert Ozen.
Hello. Welcome to the ladies' 47th Annual Heritage Foundation Flowering Bulb Convention. What? Oh, wait a minute. This is what? What's this called? No kings? No kings? No kings? No kings? Yeah. I'm so happy to be here with you all today. This is an amazing event. Thank you so much to Hands Off Central Texas, Indivisible, 5501, and all these other organizations that are too numerous to list. I want to thank Pooja. I want to thank Sophia, Lucy Frost, Paul, and Celesta, who helped us put this together. We have this wonderful event for you. And I want to say I've been very nervous. I've been very angry. I've been very afraid, like many of you. This is a good place for all of us to feel united so we don't feel isolated and alone. This is, oh wow, that's resonating. That's interesting. That's resonating, huh? Yeah, you know, you don't feel isolated and alone because now you're with your people. Which is really the vast majority of America, isn't it? And you've heard of the Purple Revolution? I just heard of this the other day. This is awesome. This is, you know, the obvious blue folks, but the red folks who are starting to realize they're not going to have health insurance rates that are reasonable. As of January 1st, it's going to double and triple. And all of a sudden they went, Fox News didn't tell me that. You know, it's going to go up. They're getting angry. So there's this common denominator place where this country can unite, and it's called the Purple Revolution. And no, of course, there's lots of issues between, I get it, we all know, I don't have to repeat all that, but there is common ground. I think of all these law enforcement people here today, who, by the way, I want to thank. I want to thank all you guys. I want to thank you for being here. You're here to protect us, you know, and we appreciate you risking your lives for us every day out there. And I think, wow, you know, some law enforcement person, all of a sudden they're going to realize their dad or their grandma's health insurance is going to disappear, and it won't. So anyway, I want to bring on Fox Red Sky. She's one of our singers, Fox Red Sky, and James. And Fox is an Apache. And James, what are you, James?
Thanks. Too many to count.
Too many to count, he says. All right, so we're going to do a Native American prayer for you. Fox is going to do it. So if we can all pray to whatever creator or higher power you have, and if you don't have one, however you feel. Go ahead, Fox.
Grandmothers, grandfathers, old ones, Star Nation, Yanawana, sacred holy water of life, It is your daughter, Fox Owl, she who walks forward in life. I want to thank you so much for gathering all of these hearts and these souls and these minds, Spirit, because it is only through our unity, it is only through our love for the justice and peace that we can then create ripples of change. Oh, Holy Spirit, we are not here just for ourselves. We're here for the next 7 generations and for that water and that clean air that those babies need, those ones that haven't been born yet. I want to thank you, Holy Spirit, for the courage that these people have, that somehow, some way, you put that thought in their heart. Somehow, some way, you told them to come here, right now. I want to thank you, Spirit. I want to thank you, God, for all the things you do, all the blessings. And I want to also say a prayer of protection, that all of these people are protected by you, Creator. That all of these people are going to sing that truth, because the mind lies, but the heart never lies. In accordance with all your divine laws. Aho, thank you, thank you.
Aho, thank you. Thank you. So you know what? So we already know we're angry, we already know we're afraid, we already know we're nervous, we know we're frustrated, but how about our joy? Huh? How about our sense of fun? They can try to take away our rights, but they can't take away our joy. No. Now, I hear the people in Clemson think they can scream louder than us. What? How about our joy? All right. Maestro, you can hit it. Just give me a starting note. Power to the people. Power to the people. Sing along. Power to the people. Power to the people. you. Thank you. You know, they kept talking about this rumor that Mike Johnson's on Grindr. I don't believe it. You know, I don't think it was his intention to be on Grindr. He was looking for Daddy Hunt. You know, he was on the internet, he went right past Grindr, and then he made a left at Scruff. And he went, oh my God, I'm going both ways, I'm so confused. Took you a minute. All right, here we go. One sec. Give us a sec. Thank you. All right. Okie dokie. We're good. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Our fathers fought the wars. This is my new record. Freedom, freedom, freedom. With more than precious ore, we're dying for. There is no man since we won, I may say. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm Robert.OZN. Robert.OZN on Instagram and other places. I used to be an EBN.OZN. I'm in the Alternative Music Hall of Fame for AEIOU. I'm so happy for y'all to come here. Thank you so much for having me. What an honor. I'll never forget it. Thank you. Thank you, Matt and Sally. Thank you, Jonathan.
And we have Commissioner Ann Howard in the house.
Good afternoon. I'm Bill Bunch, Executive Director with Save Our Springs Alliance. We've been working 33 years to keep our water clean and flowing. We also work to protect live music in Austin. Our artists, our local small businesses, and our parks and beautiful nature in the city. And all of you helped, almost all of you. Some of you remember the last few rallies, we were circulating a petition to force a vote on the Austin City ballot on the convention center, a $5 billion boondoggle project that would take almost all of our tourism tax dollars for 30 years. Tax dollars that belong to what made Austin great. Live music, the arts, local funky small businesses, and our water and parks in the city. We got the minimum 20,000 signatures with your signatures. Thank you. All right, the city clerk is verifying the petition is valid. It will be on the ballot in May, so we get to vote on whether we invest in what we love, what we're losing, and what they always tell us there's no money for. And we can also pressure them to do the right thing starting today and not just wait till that election in May. So please pay attention locally. We'd like to think that our democracy here at home is healthy and safe. It's not. The richest man in the world and his billionaire class buddies are right here in Austin. And we are seeing the effects at City Hall. But we do democracy under our charter directly, and you did it with us. Democracy is like making love. You have to do it. You can't just watch it on TV. And if you're good, you get to do it every day or at least once a week. So let's do democracy. Thank you all for being here, doing democracy today. When you're done, come jump in Barton Springs afterwards. It is hot as hell. The springs are gorgeous and clear. And you can see us there. Save Our Springs tent is over here as well. Come talk to us if you have questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill Bunch. We're not going to Barton Springs yet. We've got some great speakers and a really special guest coming up. But right now, we've got Yasmin Smith Esquire ready to speak. Come on up.
In the water. My name is Yasmin Smith. I serve as the Vice President of Justice and Advocacy for the Austin Area Urban League. I am a Black woman. You say it again. I am a Black, what, surprise? Okay. I am a born and raised Austinite. I am a Texan. And I am a child of God. And I am tired. I am tired of the disregard of the humanity of others. I am tired of the overexhaustion of reactionary survival. I am tired of stepping on stages and going to churches and going to buildings of policy and bleeding out for external consumption. I am tired of saying the same things over and over again, and I know that I am not alone. Because you feel it too. And because you feel it, know that you are not alone. No matter what the autocrats and the pretend kings would have you think, you are not alone. We have each other. And we will do what this administration lacks the capacity and the morality to do. We will protect the Black woman, whose health and safety has been further jeopardized by the acts of men who will never know the fear that slithers in her blood. We will protect the people, places, and history of the LGBTQIA plus community, who are continuously attacked by this administration, more concerned with feeding their base harmful rhetoric than actually rectifying our societal ills. We will protect the immigrants. I wish you would. We will protect the unhoused, who this administration rather persecutes than actually protect. We will continue to speak truth to power. We will continue to choose the side of justice and accountability. We will march in the streets and to the polls, even as we bleed out. So bleed, not as martyrs, but as revolutionaries. March, not for show, but for civically engaged political power. Resist, not as individual resistors, but as part of our greater resistance renaissance. Bleed, march, resist, repeat. Bleed, march, resist, repeat. Bleed, march, resist, repeat. One more time. Bleed, march, resist, repeat. But do so in clarity. Do so in unity. Do so strategically. Do so for humanity. To you, to we, to the resistance.
Give it up one more time for Jasmine. Let me hear you, Austin, Texas. Give it up one more time. I'll introduce myself. My name is George Morales, okay? You are currently sitting in Precinct 4, so welcome to Precinct 4 in Austin, Texas. You know, as a union organizer, before I was elected, we had a saying, when we organize, we win. When we organize, we win. Every one of you can organize. We see it. Now it's time to win. See, I stepped down last week from my elected office. I'm running for commissioner of Precinct 4 to fight at a different level to represent East, Southeast Austin, South Austin for the community that raised me. for our immigrants, our trans brothers and sisters, and for the community we call home, Austin, Texas. So now I'm going to introduce Guy Forsyth to the stage. Give it up, Austin, Texas.
Has everybody told you you're beautiful today? Yes, you are. Thank you guys for showing up. You guys are doing the work. It's the beginning. It's not going to be done. I know it's tempting to go for the easy answer. So, we're done. We showed up. I know it's like cleaning your room. You got to do it every day. You got to get rid of fascists every day. Every day. It's just what you do. It's just what you do. When you encounter someone that is taking autonomy away from other humans, you stop them. You stop them. America has not always come through on its promise, but it is the right direction. And it's up to us to make it work. So I'm fulfilling a role here today, the role of folk singer. I did not write this song, and you are more than welcome to sing along because it's as much your song as anybody else. On a Sunday, in the shadow of a steeple, by the welfare lines, I saw my people as they stood there hungry. I stood there asking, is this land made for you and me? If you've been working hard as you're able, just for crumbs from that rich man's table, oh, do you wonder, is it a fable? Is this land made for you and me? Well, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway, and I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. Well, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking, I saw a wall there, and on that wall was written private property. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Nobody living will ever stop me as we go walking freedom's highway. Nobody living will make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. Well, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. It's a republic if you can keep it. Bless you all. Thank you for being here.
Give it up one more time for Guy. Quick shout out to Pooja Sethi. Pooja, thank you for doing all you're doing today. We really appreciate it. Our next speaker coming to the stage is Dan Weber. Let's give him a warm welcome, y'all.
How y'all doing, Austin? All right, well, I gotta tell you, this is my third No Kings today, and I think Kyle, Texas was a little bit louder. How y'all doing, Austin? That's better, but I think St. Marcus still has it. How are you doing, Austin? That's the energy. My name's Dan Weber. I'm running for Congress so we don't have to have protests like this anymore. The era that I grew up in, the post 9/11 era, is over, and something new is rising. The formation of this country's next generation cannot be left in the hands of a tyrant who fantasizes of recreating the antebellum South, funding genocides, torture, and famine abroad, while our own veterans die alone and empty-handed at home. Before I chose to run for Congress, and before I chose to serve as this state as a deputy sheriff, I was a United States Infantry Marine. And I have fought with some of the most brave and dedicated people whom the United States has ever fielded in battle. Between 2009 and 2011, 22 of my brothers died in Afghanistan, fighting against those who would use terror, ignorance, and hatred, not just against our country, but against their own people. Village after village filled with the silenced, impoverished, malnourished, and dying, while those Taliban in power told them what crops to grow, which of their children were allowed to be educated, which were for fighting, and which were for breeding. We fought terror as warriors and experts in the application of violence. Now, 14 years after my last helicopter ride away from that land of sacrifice and loss, I stand once again surrounded by some of the most brave and dedicated people whom the United States has ever fielded in protest. And we stand facing those who use terror, ignorance, and hatred, not just against our own people, but against the world's people. I will not waste my voice today speaking any further of the tyrants and avatars of greed which prowl the halls of the people's house. They have taken enough of our voices. Today I speak of and to one person alone, the most important person in this movement and in any movement. The most important person on this No Kings Day is you. You wake under the weight of a failing nation, yet still you rise. The news bombards you of negativity, yet you have not closed your eyes or shut your ears to the pain and suffering of your sisters and brothers. You work so hard, 20, 40, 60 hours a week, yet still you push your body through the streets, step after step, sometimes haltingly, but always forward. To be standing here today means that you have hurt inside you, but it also means that you are here in spite of that hurt. You are as true and as patriotic of an American as any as I have ever bled with. You are fighting terror as warriors and experts in the application of nonviolence. Your strength is awesome, but it is not isolated. You stand with those on your left and your right. You speak with the voices of those in front and behind you, and you march with those who came before and will come after you. Not one body in a crowd, not one drop of strength, but an ever-flowing, indivisible river, eternally shaping the land on its way towards justice, smashing against dams of bigotry, but always overwhelming them. So remember, on this No Kings Day, and on every day, that as you link arms with others, you link hearts. When you join or invite others to join an organization, you link your goals and your values. When you march, speak, chant, and sing together, your voices echo in a chorus, which stretches back past the good troubles of John Lewis and the dream of Martin King, past the hope of Dolores Huerta and the fiery faith of Harriet Tubman, past the thoughts of Leo Tolstoy and the revolutions of Mohandas Gandhi, and into the future past our children and their children. One chorus, countless feet stepping in unison, reverberating through the sands of time, shaking the very foundations of tyranny, and countless voices rising higher and wider until the entire atmosphere screams out with you, demanding for liberty and justice for all.
Give it up one more time for Dan Weber. So it's an honor and a privilege to bring our next speaker, Greg Stoker, to the stage.
Hello, my name is Greg Stoker. I'm a former United States Army Ranger who conducted 4 combat deployments to Afghanistan and the unfortunately named and ill-fated global war on terror, which killed millions of people in over 7 countries and vastly expanded the national security and police state at home, all in service to the profits and power consolidation of the ruling class, the kings we are concerned here with today. I'm now an anti-imperialist political activist, journalist, and geopolitical analyst at a small independent newsroom here in the States. Okay, thanks. And I've been thinking a lot about the lawlessness of our own government, because 2 weeks ago, myself and hundreds of others from 44 different nations were kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli military while attempting to establish a baby formula-fueled humanitarian corridor into Gaza. An act protected under international law and the Geneva Convention. So I was like zip-tied and kneeling in a military prison 2 feet away from Minister Ben-Gvir, head of national security, as he was yelling, "You are terrorists!" And sorry, when I always do that, guy, it always turns out French, but I was reflecting on, again, the utter lawlessness of our own governments. We don't follow our own laws, both in terms of foreign policy and domestic policy, and like how people who've actually been convicted of supporting terrorism, like Ben-Gvir, who our country supports unconditionally, are always the ones to wield the cudgel of the terrorism accusation to crack down on political dissent. So we saw this week Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and White House Press Secretary KKK Caroline Leavitt assert that this protest would be full of, quote, Hamas supporters and Antifa, i.e., from the government's perspective, a bunch of terrorists. So now what's interesting kind of about this messaging is now that they're labeling any resistance to the imperial violence of U.S. foreign policy as being ideologically pro-Hamas, while defining any resistance to the grotesque militarization of the police and the violence of the carceral system here in America as being Antifa. So regardless about how you feel about either organization, if you have a problem with the violence and the lawlessness of the United States government, specifically the current administration, you're a terrorist. So this is where we're headed. And a lot of people are scared right now, which is a good thing. I think it means you're not an idiot and you're no longer sleepwalking into fascism. So that's cool. But we have to do a whole lot more, okay? So I've heard a lot of specifically white folks say that this rally, we need to smile and be nonviolent, of course, and stay in permitted zones and not give them reasons. Guys, come on. This rhetoric, it acts like obedience keeps us safe. But that safety that hinges on obedience and the appeasement of fascists is intrinsically violent. And for many people, just existing in their skin is seen as violent by the state and is met with violence, right? So safety does not come from submission. It comes from solidarity, from backing each other up, no matter what. And that solidarity exists along class lines and intersectional struggle, all right? So there's one group of people who own all the wealth, all the property, and control the apparatus of state violence, and you ain't one of them. So when you're talking about no kings, you better expand that to encompass Peter Thiel, Larry Ellison, Oracle's right down the street, Alex Karp, Miriam Adelson, you know, the oligarchs really controlling our politics. So, and honestly though, even though he's president, Trump isn't nearly the most powerful individual I've listed, even though they all back him. So we're not gonna submit to these folks or to the milquetoast resistance people who are like, don't talk about LGBTQ issues or Palestine or immigration at the protest. Only keep it focused on Trump. But this violence started long before him and will continue long after he's gone. And the billionaires and the corporatists that will continue to run our politics, and there is no liberation without collective liberation and no safety without uncompromising solidarity, right? So I'm grateful to all of you who just showed up today for your first activism event ever. It's truly a huge step. Thank you. But to define terms, this is a rally. It's not a protest. This is where you meet your people, maybe join an organization and start doing the actual work, okay? Because nothing here is getting disrupted. Protests exist to demonstrate the might of the people to the ruling class, to the kings, that if we aren't listened to, there will be consequences, and that will not be happening today, and that's great. But, you know, I'm just gonna end this with a Malcolm X quote. We're not outnumbered, we're out-organized. So get organizing, and after today, start doing the real work. No war but class war.
One more time, let them hear you one more time. So we're gonna have our next performer, Shakes and Chills. Let's give it up for them. Give them a round of applause. Well, while they're setting up, we'll say a few words. You know, when we were up here, you heard me say, for all you Ask Me Local 1624, when we organize, we win. When we organize, we... When we organize, we... Love y'all to death, Austin, Texas. Let's give it up for Shakes and Chills.
What's up, everybody? I'm Shakes. This is Sauce, and this is Z, and we call ourselves Shakes and Chills. We got a couple songs for y'all planned tonight.
Check.
The first thing I want to do is when I say 3, I want you guys to say no kings, all right? So I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and then you guys scream no kings as loud as you can, all right? 1, 2, 3. No kings! That's right. Let them hear us all the way up to the White House. On that note, our first song today is actually called No Kings.
Hey, can we get the keyboard?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. No Kings.
If you had your way, we'd all call you through, 'cause telling you are the same. You prey on the weak and you profit from pain, and you'd hate yourself if you felt shame. The chaos has got you, it's stuck in your head, so you never take any blame. Don't think for a moment that we've all forgotten your names on the list. It proves you rotten, and we're hungry for the truth. We are sick of you swearing you'll be the savior when you're nothing if not the savior. Peace of mind deep inside, next to where you keep your lies.
kills his own to keep them tame, so there's blood on those tiny hands. We gave him some licks and a pat on the back to make us great again. And if he had his way, we'd all call him Fuhrer, 'cause terror and him are the same. He preys on the weak and he profits from pain, and he'd hate himself if he felt shame. Chaos is catchy and it's stuck in our heads, so he never takes any blame. Don't think for a moment that we've all forgotten his name's on a list that proves him rotten. We're only for the truth. We're sick of you. Swear you'll be the savior. You're nothing if not the slayer. Peace of mind, deep inside. Next to where you keep your eyes. Tell me how you sleep at night, and do you ever wish you was with your wife? Well, money and love are not the same, and you can't buy freedom with guns. But daddy didn't love you, and that's all he taught you, so neither do your sons. You married your trauma, put that on your daughter, and called yourself a father. But your wife won't even look you in the eyes, 'cause she knows the things you've done. And if you had your way, we'd all call you Fuhrer, 'cause terror and you are the same. You prey on the weak and you profit from pain, and you'd hate yourself if you felt shame. The chaos is catchy and it's stuck in our heads, so you never take any blame. Don't think for a moment that we've all forgotten your names on a list that proves you rotten. We're only for the truth. We're all sick of you. Swear you'll be the savior. You're nothing if not the slayer. Peace of mind, deep inside. Next to where you keep your lies. Tell me how do you sleep at night, and do you ever wish you was with your wife? Or just your daughter? Thank you guys so much.
Check, check. Okay.
So this next song we have. Okay. Yeah. So. What's up, bro? So this next song we have is called Silver Spoon, in parentheses, Us Versus Them. Now when I say us versus them, I don't necessarily mean left versus right, red versus blue. I think it's time we get done with that shit and call it Americans versus billionaires, up versus down, you know?
Yep. Yeah, how about that?
We have no kings in this country, and the wealth disparity is just, it's unspeakable. It's too much. You know, it's actually worse than it was before the French Revolution. So this song is about immigration. It's about that. It's about a lot of things, but it's us versus them.
Capo. 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties.
Sorry about that, yo. The first time I played in front of 20,000 people, 30
I can just,
maybe.
yeah. Y'all are so beautiful. Thank you for showing up.
same moon. It was pretty like a work of art. Spilling them of my dirty blood ran through. I never thought I'd make it this far. But then I grew up and pretty soon I knew the moon is nothing to the stars. They were bigger, they were brighter, they were fire with a cause. They were just so goddamn far. We gotta wake up, stand up, hit the streets and make it right. Stayed up, fucked up all night, now I'm looking for a fight. See red, bleed red, aim high and land it low. We can't live and coexist while the hatred grows. 1,000-yard stairs for blue eyes and blonde hair. Freedom isn't free unless you're a billionaire. The land of the free, just not for you and me. The children in the cells, for them that's a pretty hard sell. But if the price of peace is the blood of the devil, here's his head on a motherfucking plate. If the price of peace is the blood of the rich, string 'em up and let it fall like rain. The end is only just begun, but they're yet to taste the fruits of their own hate. So let 'em know, at the top of your lungs, you let 'em know. We don't ask much, we don't envy you, we wanna be ourselves and safe. They were born at the bottom of a well in a world that looks like hell. They climbed out all by themselves and got sold on a second chance. But the white light turned red and blue and they knew they were headed to a cell. One with no escape, going by a demon, the devil who does quite well. If you don't know the story, you should. If you do but don't care, how do you live with yourself? We gotta wake up, stand up, hit the streets and make it right. Stayed up, fucked up all night, now I'm looking for a fight. See red, bleed red, aim high and let it low. We can't live and coexist while the hatred grows. 1,000-yard stairs for blue eyes and blonde hair. Freedom isn't free unless you're a billionaire. The land of the free, just not for you and me. The children in the cells, if they could speak, they would surely yell. If the price of peace is the blood of the devil, here's his head on a motherfucking plate. If the price of peace is the blood of the rich, string 'em up and let it fall like rain. The end is only just begun, but they're yet to taste the fruits of their own hate. So let 'em know, at the top of your lungs, you let 'em know. We don't ask much, we don't envy you, we wanna be ourselves and safe. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to give us a follow at Shakes and Chills on Instagram. That's Shakes and Chills with the letter N. We'll also be selling stickers at the side when we're done. This last song we have for y'all, and then I'll get out of the way to introduce someone very special. A surprise speaker, a surprise guest that we have for y'all. I got one more song for you though, and this one is called The Good, the Bad, and the Greedy. And all of these songs I'm gonna be dropping on a single. In the next few weeks, we'll probably have it done. It'll be out on Spotify, all that stuff. If you buy a sticker, you'll have a QR code that'll take you to it.
We got a brand new song out that launched today as well on Spotify called
That's
Half
true.
a Swan Song.
Yeah, Half a Swan Song available now as of today. to me. Rage grows like the weeds. My head is in the clouds, but I'm standing right above my feet. They're not on the ground, then well, I don't know where I went wrong. Someday, one way or another, I'm gonna be free. Yet someday, one way or another, I'ma learn to see. Through the maps and white light halls, through the system and its flaws, through the curtains, through the walls, to the invisible truth that's right in front of us all. Took a deep breath to sing, realized I don't know the song. As soon as I was ready to love, everyone I did was gone. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe out of places right where I belong. 'Cause maybe I don't wanna be you. Maybe I don't wanna be me. Though the world is broken, the best words go unspoken. The world is broken, the good die young and the greedy get everything. So love thy neighbor, don't be a hater. Love thy neighbor, always tip your waiter. Greedy say we'll survive, 'cause they don't know when to die. The seed needs the sun to grow. But what if the light won't show? The storm comes and takes the rain. The seed loses light but never in vain. 'Cause the water fills the roots, spilling blood beads, licking boots. Someday, one way or another, we're gonna be free. Yeah, someday, one way or another, we'll learn to see. Through the mass and white light halls, through the system and its flaws, through the curtains, through the walls, to the invisible truth that's right in front of us all. Took a deep breath to sing, realized I don't know the song. As soon as I was ready to love, everyone I did was gone. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe out of places right where I belong. 'Cause maybe I don't wanna be you. Maybe I don't wanna be me. Though the world is broken, the best words go unspoken. The world is broken, the good die young and the greedy get everything. So love thy neighbor, don't be a hater. Love thy neighbor, always tip your waiter. Rome wasn't built in a day, neither is a better way. But every hand divides the cost of buying back the world we lost. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have been a wonderful audience. And again, we're Shakes and Chills. That's Shakes and Chills on Instagram with the letter N. Give us a follow, hit us up. We follow back. We talk to everybody. We go to all these events. So
We love you, Austin!
we love you, Austin.
Nah. Hey, Mikey.
Shakes and Chills, give him a round of applause. All right, y'all gonna want to come really close to the stage. People at the back, we have got two really special people right now. They are the pride of Texas, Senator Sarah Eckhart, and then we're gonna hear from Beto O'Rourke.
All right, all you patriots, I see you in the back. Come on up front, y'all. Who here are fiercely decent patriots for democracy? reach out. We're going to make friends all across this state and all across the nation to let people know we govern ourselves. We don't take orders from Donald Trump. We don't take orders from corporations. In America, we are the bosses, right? Because in the United States of America, in a democracy, we want public servants who serve us, not themselves. And we are the people, and we're going to go out and prove it. And I'm about to introduce a man who's been proving it over and over and over again. My friend, your friend, the people's friend, Beto O'Rourke.
Hey, don't you feel so much better just for being here today and being with all these beautiful people? Let's hear it for Hands Off Central Texas and the organizers and the volunteers and the patriotic Americans who made this possible. We need this right now. Because if we're honest with ourselves, and if we're honest with one another, at times we are tempted to despair as we see the most powerful people in this country try to make a virtue of their cruelty, their corruption, their obscene defiance of that which separates us from barbarism and unites us in our humanity, the rule of law, the Constitution, and government of, by, and for the people. They want us to think that their rise to power, their authoritarian control in America is inevitable. But I want you to look around here today and remember what you saw at the Capitol and on your march over here. We are the antidote to that despair. We are the antidote to that fear, and our ability to work together, united in the broadest possible front that this country has ever seen, is the absolute key to our victory in November of 2026. Are you with me? So do not forsake hope at this moment. Instead, count yourself lucky to be alive at this moment of truth for America. How many generations before ours literally had the chance to fight for everything that matters when this country was on the line? Let's remember who we are, where we come from, and what we are made of. We are the people who defeated the most powerful empire on the planet to win our independence and to ensure that no American would ever bow to a king again. We are the people who brought the Confederacy to its knees and forced their surrender to ensure that we would fulfill the promise of our independence, that all of us are created equal and will be treated equally under the laws of this land. We are the people who defeated the divisions of Hitler's Third Reich overseas to stop fascism abroad so that it could never be in power here in America. And we are the people who overcame peacefully and nonviolently the armed and elected thugs of Jim Crow to win voting rights and civil rights for each and every single American, no matter the differences between us. That is who we are. All of that service, all of that struggle, all of that sacrifice has flowed through these 249 years to us
here today in Austin, the year of our Lord 2025. And what we do with this inheritance will define us in the eyes of history and determine the future for this great country. So I want to tell you that we are going to come through this challenge just as we came through the challenges before, united, together, each and every single one of us fighting for the ideal that is America and replacing these false virtues of this current regime with freedom and fairness and prosperity and opportunity for each and every single Americans, whether you are 5 generations or whether you got to this country 5 days ago. We count you as our fellow humans and our fellow Americans. So I ask you, are we going to be united and stay together? Are we going to continue to fight each and every single day until we win the elections in November of 2026? Are we ever going to give in? Are we ever going to give up? Are we ever going to roll over? We are going to fight. 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 And we are going to win. Let's do it, Texas. Thank you.
Give it up for Betty O'Rourke! All right, next up we have Valerie. Come on up.
He is so much taller than me, y'all. I'm gonna do that. That's faster. Okay. He's not a hard act to follow at all. All right. My name is Valerie DeVille. I am the Vice President of Voter Service with the League of Women Voters here in Austin. Thank y'all for coming out here today. If I ever start a speech without saying this, it's not me, it's an imposter. But if you have moved or changed your name since the last time you voted, you need to update your voter registration. We have 2 organizations right over there that can do that for you, even if you don't live here in Austin. You live in Central Texas, we can help you out. The League of Women Voters in Move Texas are right that away, so go there when you're ready to do that. All right. Now I got notes. Like I said, hard act to follow. All right. So I mentioned I'm with the League of Women Voters. In the 105-year existence of our organization, we have never had to do this. But earlier this year, we declared that the United States is in a constitutional crisis. Because we are. We have the executive branch ignoring the judicial branch and the congressional branch abdicating its responsibility. So how do we make our way out of this crisis? Well, step 1, you're doing it by being here. You're going to do it by replacing the people in Congress who won't do their jobs. And so I want you also to look around you. There are almost 60 organizations here today that have tables and more that are just milling about in the crowd. So what I want you to do, figure out what's important to you. What makes you passionate? What do you really care about? I guarantee you there is an organization here today that is working on that problem. So what I need you to do is look around, go out there, plug into one of those organizations, and then vote in every single election.
Can we say in America we have no kings?
Heads up, there's an election starting on Monday to 17 potential changes to the Texas state constitution and Prop Q. Also, can Robert from Grandparents for Public Schools please come backstage? Robert from Grandparents for Public Schools. Thank you.
And can we give a round of applause to Sophia, one of the organizers of today's event? Now we have Ethan McBride from the Tesla Takedown.
Thank you so much. Hello, Austin. My name is Ethan O'Neill McBride. I'm an organizer with Tesla Takedown Austin, and I am sick and fucking tired of Elon Musk. So is everyone at Tesla Takedown Austin. We are tired of his lies. We are tired of him abusing workers in the Travis County Gigafactory. We are tired of his companies pouring toxic waste into our city's sewer system. We're tired of him manipulating social media to serve his own ends. We're tired of his attacks on transgender Americans. We're tired of his attacks on our democracy. We're tired of him cheating and stealing his way to the top, and most especially Austin. We are tired of the wealthiest man in the history of the world refusing to pay his fair share in taxes. Now, Austin, are you tired of Elon Musk? Well, then I'd like to tell you a little about what we've been up to. Tesla Takedown Austin has been around since July, but in that short time, we have made enormous progress spreading our message and winning folks over to our side. We've been supporting candidates that embody our values, protesting, lobbying local officials, and doing everything we can to educate the public about the harm done by the kleptocracy that currently plagues both our state and our nation. And soon, all that work is going to come to a head, because on November 5th, because Elon Musk made a big mistake. He decided to hold the annual Tesla shareholders meeting here in Travis County. And we intend to show him and Tesla's shareholders and every single public decision maker in this county, in this state, and in this nation just how tired we are of Elon Musk. And that is why on November 5th, we are holding the Boot Elon Rally at Republic Square Park. There you'll get to hear from people who have had their lives torn apart by Elon Musk. And you'll get to hear from the folks who are fighting like hell to put that bastard in his place and fighting just as hard to pull this country back together again. Now, Austin, are you ready to stand up against the billionaires? Are you ready to stand up against Elon Musk? Then I will see you November 5th at Republic Square Park. We need all the RSVPs we can get, so head on over to our table to sign up to attend. And if you can't do that, RSVP on any of our social media pages. There's a link there. We're Tesla Takedown Austin on everything. I'll see you November 5th, Republic Square Park. Love you.
Thank you, Tesla Takedown. Because Elon Musk is not a king either. Now we have Bryden Summers from AFSCME. Who loves the unions? Give it up for Bryden.
Thank you. Let's hear it one more time for the labor movement. I'm Bryden Summers. I'm the president of the American Federation of State, County, Municipal Employees, Local 1624. I'm also a member of the Austin Central Labor Council. And on behalf of the Austin labor movement, I want to thank Hands Off Central Texas, Indivisible, League of Women Voters, everybody that made this event happen today. And I especially want to thank them for continuing to build bridges with the labor community here in Austin, because one of the most powerful things that as workers, we all have so much in common. We all want dignity in our jobs,
security for us and our families. We want to stand up to those people that try to exploit us, and we want to protect our democracy. No kings. I want to talk to you today about public sector workers. As we've all seen since January at the federal level, government workers have been under attack. We've seen workers laid off. We've seen their agencies hollowed out. This is all part of an ongoing movement towards privatization of public services. The services that are deemed profitable will be sold off. The ones that are not profitable will be canceled. And in the end, we'll all be left with worse services that cost more and don't do anything for our communities. And because of that, it means we have to fight back. And now, at the local level, here in Austin, the attack is here. Since 2019, the Republican legislature capped the amount of property tax that a city can raise every single year. Since 2019, has anybody had an issue with inflation? The city has also had an issue with inflation, and now we don't have any way to keep up with it. In addition, the federal funding cuts that were really allocated grants that they pulled back means that the city of Austin is left holding the bag for the services that we all count on. But there's something we can do about it. The way that we're going to fix this problem is by voting yes on Prop Q on the November 4th election. AFSCME is proud to be in a coalition with our partners with Equity Action, the Austin EMS Association, United Workers of Integral Care. We formed the Care Not Cuts Coalition to make sure voters know that Prop Q is going to support all of these services. We're going to look after our community of people experiencing homelessness. We want people to know that Prop Q is necessary to protect the jobs of the 4,000 AFSCME members that work at the city of Austin, especially those in public libraries, in parks, and Austin Public Health. This is not a drill. If this funding is gone and we close pools and community centers and libraries, they will not be coming back. We have to take care of this now. Early voting's October 20th, election day is November 4th. I want to leave you with this. No Kings had our back today, letting labor come up here and talk to you guys. We always have your back as city workers. That's what we do every day as public servants going into our jobs. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of armies magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, because the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever.
Give it up for the union! If you haven't gone to their table yet, go to their table! Do you know that you can unionize your workplace? Unionize your workplace! Up next we have Chito Vela from City Council!
Hello, everyone. I'm Chito Vela, Austin City Council member for District 4, and thank you, Austin. You're beautiful. You inspire me. I'm filled with pride and love for the people of Austin, Texas today. Thank y'all so much. And I know it's hot, and I know it's a Saturday, and I know there's lots of other things to do in Austin, Texas, but you're here, and you're here because democracy is important to you, because the rule of law is essential for a healthy society. And our democracy is under threat. Our civil rights are under threat more than they have been in decades, maybe more than they have been in centuries. The U.S. government is in chaos, attacking its own people and undermining the institutions and political culture that created a free and prosperous society. The state of Texas and its leaders are aiding and abetting the attack on our democracy, sending the Texas National Guard to other states, not at the request of another state's governor to help in a disaster, but against the wishes of the state's governor and the state's people, to arrest, to threaten, to terrorize. That's unacceptable in the United States of America. Here in Texas, our leaders weaken our state, undermining public education, refusing to provide health care, and endangering Texas women and our LGBTQ brothers and sisters. That's not right. But the city of Austin, its city council, stands with its people. We believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're working for a fair and just Austin where all are welcome to learn and work and grow, where there is opportunity for everyone. The U.S. government is in chaos, firing employees and ending critical programs. The state of Texas refuses to help its people, preferring a live and let die approach to governing. But the Austin City Council is with you. The Austin City Council shares your values. When the federal and state governments step back, we will step forward. Austin will take care of Austin. We will take care of each other. We will take care of ourselves, and we will build a beautiful society that we want to see. Thank you all so much.
Let's say thank you again to Chito. He was very helpful in helping us have this event here today. We're almost done, y'all, but we're not done in our movement. Obviously, you can go to the website that I work so hard on. You can get the newsletters I write every week. You can go to the tables, and you can stick around for the last thing, which is a beautiful moment of solidarity. You know, we are struggling with morality in America right now, and we've got some very special people to bring it home for us tonight.
Can you do one more? It's been a very long day, but it's a wonderful day. Like Beta was saying, this solidarity is very important. And electoral politics is important too, but the grassroots organizations that you see behind you are the foundation. Elected officials cannot do the right thing if they're more afraid of fascists than of the organized left. The groups that got children out of factories were radical socialists, the people rejected from. By the way, my name is Jim. I'm a pastor in town. Forgot to say that. I've been asked to do a kind of a prayer-like moment, but I don't think that's appropriate in Austin. A prayer-like moment, but hear me out. Hear me out. In Austin, we know that all faiths and all agnostics and all atheists and all Wiccans are our human family. And if anything should require consent, it's prayer, and I'm not going to do that to you. We'll do a pledge in a moment. But in Austin, we know that what is important is not that somebody believes in God, but that they believe in the love that grows into justice. And we know there are times in history when the only prayer that matters is resistance. Resistance on behalf of our human family. Not over against individuals, but over against these structures of power that are evil to their core. They tell us that we hate America. You've heard that, right? Their mistake is thinking that they are America. This is the kind of America the founders had in mind. What we hate is not America. What we hate is people that use the flag to shrink wrap the Constitution. We hate it when people lecture us about freedom and then put our immigrant family members into cages. What we hate is when people preach to us about love and then beat people with Bibles. We hate when people talk to us about America and then fill our streets with military troops to wage war on the American people. See, it's one thing to love the flag, it's another thing to love the American dream. And the American dream is not prosperity. The American dream is life, liberty, pursuit of happiness for all persons. I love Beto's comment and the call to hope. Thomas Paine was as good a patriot as has ever lived, although his allegiance was not to individual countries, but to principles. And he said, I want peace. But if trouble is to come, let it happen in my time so that my children might know peace. You're absolutely right. This is a historic time. This is the time where the people we have always respected as heroes and sheroes, they lived in these times of oppression. The world needs you. Your human family needs you to come together at this time. And again, it's the grassroots organizations that are so important. Fascists are not afraid of our threats of violence. They're not afraid of our anger. In fact, if they can provoke it enough, they can claim that we're violent and justify all of their violence. So we have to fight them, but we need to not be triggered by them. The first thing we have to do is decenter Donald Trump from our brains. I wake up some days and do Google to see what Trump, I'll just type in Trump. When civil rights leaders talked about eyes on the prize, they said, don't let anything displace the positive goals that you have. So whatever anger we feel, what motivates us is the world we're striving for. Electoral politics are critically important, but they disappoint you because at some point you become a bargaining chip. These are the people that will not sell you out. These are the people that have already been on the front lines, struggling for you and me. So grassroots activism has got to be the foundation of the future. And we can get very angry, but we have to realize that our power comes from the love we have for the oppressed, not the hatred we have for the oppressor. It's exhausting to live in anger and hate. Sometimes we can't help it, but anger is a short-term energy fuel. Your love for your human family is something that you can live with your whole lifetime. There was an activist that said there's only two fruits for the life of activism. One is loving friends, and the other is living dreams. That's no small thing. So let us dedicate ourselves to each other. A mother bear is invincible, not because she hates her foes, but because she loves her young.
That's where your power comes from. And let us make a pledge. None of us wants to fight. We want peace. But if trouble is to come, let it happen in our lifetime so that our children or our children's children can know peace. Are you ready to take a pledge to one another? I pledge allegiance to human rights. I pledge allegiance to the earth and to the web of life. As I look around me, I see my family. This is my home that I carry with me through this desert. I pledge to be motivated by my love and not to be exhausted by my frustration and hatred. I pledge to my human family, loving friends, and living dreams. Bless you all. Thank you so much.
Let's give it up one more time for our speakers. And let's give it up for ourselves, because we make the work possible, not just the volunteers, not just the tables, not just the media team and the IT team and the water team, but also the attendees. So thank you so much for coming out. None of us want to live in such interesting times, but together we will take the ring to Mordor, and we will melt the perception that the alt-right is the strongest group in this country. We are the strongest group in this country, and we far outnumber the pundits on talk shows who are mean because I guess they're not happy at home. If you want to get involved with Hands Off Central Texas, we will ask if you voted. Voting starts Monday. When does voting start? Monday. And we're voting on 17 potential changes to the state constitution. That's a big deal, y'all. When we sue the government of the state of Texas to be like, look, y'all, you're rolling back our civil rights, they compare the law we're suing about to the Constitution. So look at what's on the ballot. This really matters. Next March, we have a primary, and then next November and October, we have the midterms. The governor is up for election. Who's excited about that? Senator Cornyn is up for election. Who's running against Senator Cornyn? You gotta look. Who's running against Senator Cornyn? There we go. There's some other people running too, so look it up. If you want to get involved with your party, become a precinct chair. Reach out to your party. If you want to get involved with a nonpartisan nonprofit, go to our website. You can come talk to me after. We want you to organize with us. We want you to organize with all of the organizations here today. Thank you so much for coming out. As we've been saying all day, today is hella important, but tomorrow is even more important. And on Monday, we're voting. Stop by any tables you missed on the way out. If you want to see everyone who worked with us here today, go to the website, get on the newsletter. I will email you once a week with stuff you can do. Let's pay attention to the local level where we can get real wins. Thank you so much for coming out, y'all.